Well, the weather has been pretty unpredictable over the past few weeks, but the Lady Buff softball team has stayed consistent all season long. 20-1, 16-game winning streak, undefeated in conference. I'd say those are pretty good stats, but as head coach, how would you assess this team's performance?
Yeah, very happy with how we've started so far. You know, just to come out and play as consistent as we have, like you said, I think that's says a lot about our kids and their preparation and just their ability to show up every single day at practice and work hard and then show up at the field on game day and do the same thing.
I have to touch on that UT Tyler series to open up conference. Obviously, that was a big series because they're the team that knocked you guys out in super regionals last year. So what were the emotions stepping off the field, stamping a sweep on that series against UT Tyler?
Yeah, just a lot of joy. You know, I mean, again, that's a team that's kind of had our number over the last few years that have ended our season last year and stuff. So I think even just looking at our calendar right away to start off the season, that was a big game for us, you know, and for us to come out and play as well as we did and just take care of a good team, it felt really good.
Would you say the fire from that series last year burned through the offseason into this year, and that's partly what plays a role in the strong start to the season?
Absolutely. You know, I think anytime you have a tough loss like that to end a season, when you're so close to reaching one of the goals that you have, I think our team definitely used that as motivation to come out and make sure that every single day at practice they're working hard so that they have an opportunity to hopefully go a little bit further the next time.
Number 2 in the nation. That's a remarkable accomplishment. It also comes with having a target on your back and maybe a little bit of pressure. Is that number part of conversations in day-to-day and training and film, or is it something that you're aware of, but you keep your eyes on the ultimate prize?
You know, for our kids, they really kind of just are trying to get better every single day. You know, we don't really worry too much about rankings and all that kind of stuff. It's just show up every day at practice and try to get a little bit better. And if we do that, we're going to have our best chance to be as successful as we can be.
And what does that look like, showing up every single day, getting better? What does that look like for WT softball?
Yeah, I mean, if you come out to one of our practices, you're going to see our kids really locked in, just making sure that they're catching every ball, that they're fielding every ball, that they're making adjustments at the plate when they're hitting off the machine or off from our pitchers or whatever. You know, just a very deliberate practice, I guess, would be the best way to describe it.
You and I had a conversation last year, I think it was, about you coaching up north and the weather and how during home games it would snow so much that you'd have to drive a couple hours down the way and play in a dome. How would you say the weather there compares to the Texas Panhandle wind here?
Well, it's definitely warmer here, but the wind is pretty much the same. There wasn't much to knock the wind down up there, and it's kind of the same here. So, you know, I'm familiar with the wind, unfortunately, but, you know, the difference probably is just the consistency of the cold. And once it gets cold up there, it just stays cold. Where here it's snowing one day and then 70 degrees the next day. So that I'll take that as much as other people probably don't like it. For me, that's tropical.
Now, you were a physics major, aerodynamics with ball and wind. Is there a strategy that you try to instill in your pitchers and your hitters in battling the wind?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, I mean, I think in the end, you just got to be an athlete and you got to go out and catch the ball and make adjustments and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, my senior research project was the physics of a rise ball.
Oh,
so,
wow.
You know, I'm able to apply that a little bit on the coaching side. Yes. But at the same time, you know, you still got to go out and execute pitches and do the little things right.
We've obviously seen the tenacity and the grit of this Lady Buff softball team in numbers and on the field and the camaraderie of the team. What's the expectation for this group as you guys dive deeper into this conference landscape?
You know, I mean, the same thing as it's been all season. We really don't try to change our expectations. I mean, we had high expectations to start off with and just high standards that we are trying to reach every single day in practice. And that really won't change. You know, we just got to show up and work hard every single day and just get a little bit better.
This is your 5th year here. Is there a memorable moment that stands out to you during your time here at WT?
Obviously, winning the national championship was pretty memorable. I've had a lot of memorable moments here, but if I had to pick one, winning the national championship would probably be that one.
Awesome. Well, we're hoping for another one. You guys are doing incredible this season, Coach. We appreciate you sitting down and chatting with us. Let's cheers to a great rest of the season.